Hello and welcome. In this video, we will discuss grammar's first chapter of class 5th, which is sentence. So, eventually we will discuss sentence. Let's learn what is a sentence. The first question that arises from this is what is a sentence? So, a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense and expresses a thought. So let's say if you have 50 words and you want to make a sentence from those 50 words. So you need to select a group of words from those 50 words such that those words makes a meaningful sense. Okay, so to make a sentence, you should have a group of words which should give a meaningful sense. The first thing is that, okay, the basic thing. The first part of the sentence usually names some person or thing. It is called subject. It describes the person or thing that performs an action. So in a sentence, in every sentence, we have two things. The first thing is subject. The second thing is predicate. The first thing is subject and the second thing is predicate. So the subject is usually the one who does the work. It can be the name of a person, place or a thing. Okay, the subject can be a name of a person, place or a thing. The second part of a subject of a sentence is always a predicate. Predicate is what does that person do? What does that person do will be counted as predicate. For example, I play football. For example, let's take an example. I play football. I play football is a correct sentence because it gives a particular meaning. It says that मैं football खेलता हूँ. So here, who is playing the football? Who is playing the football? I am playing the football. Who is playing the football? I is playing the football. I am playing the football. Therefore, I is a subject. Whereas, what is subject doing? Subject is playing football. Therefore, play football is a predicate. Whatever subject will do will come under predicate. Whatever subject there might be will be counted under subject. The sun shines. Who shines? The sun. Therefore, sun is the subject. And what does sun do? It shines. Okay. The little girl is playing. Who is playing? The little girl. Therefore, the subject is little girl. And what is little girl doing? Little girl is playing. So, whenever a sentence comes, you have to ask a question to yourself. What question can that be? Suppose you have a sentence. The sun shines. So there are two things, sun and shines. Who is shining? First question is who. And second question is what is who doing? What is he doing or what is who doing? Okay, who shines? Sun shines. What does sun do? He shines. It shines. Therefore, subject is the sun and predicate is shines. So every time when you need to check what is subject and predicate, you have to ask yourself two questions. The first one is who and second one is what. Who and what, and you will know what is subject and what is predicate always. In a sentence, the predicate is further divided in two parts. Now we have learned about subject and predicate. Now predicate is divided into further two parts. The predicate is divided into two parts, which is verb and object. So let's take one more example. The boys play cricket. The boys play cricket. So what is the subject here? The boys. Who is playing cricket? First question I will ask to myself. Who is playing cricket? The boys is playing cricket. Therefore, the boys is subject. What are boys doing? Boys are playing cricket. Therefore, predicate will be play cricket. So we understood that subject is the boys and predicate is play cricket. Now predicate is further divided into two or three parts. I mean, there can be object 1, object 2 also. So generally verb and object. Predicate is divided into verb and object. So verb is what are they doing? Verb is what are they doing? They are playing. What are boys doing? They are playing cricket. What? Playing. Special word is playing. Therefore, verb is playing. Verb will be playing. Okay. The last thing is what are they playing? They are playing cricket. Therefore, object is cricket. Okay. Sometimes a predicate has two objects. Sometimes we have two objects as well. So let's take an example. They gave him a book. First, you need to understand what is subject and what is predicate. So the subject is who gave the book? They gave the book. What are they doing? They are giving the book to him. Okay, so subject is they and predicate is gave him a book. Now predicate will be further divided into objects and verb. So this is our predicate, this is our predicate, you can see the cursor, right? This is our predicate. Now this predicate will be further divided into verbs and objects. So what are they doing? They are giving, therefore gave is a verb. Doing to, giving to whom? Giving to whom? What are the objects to whom they are giving? Him a book, him and a book. So him and a book are two different objects. In the given sentence there are two objects, we have already learned that, right? Object 1 is a person, it is called an indirect object. Object 2 is a thing, it is called a direct object. So the object 1 will be called indirect object and object 2 will be called direct object, because we are giving the book, the thing, we are giving the thing, therefore it is called a direct object. And giving to a person, giving him, therefore we can say that it is an indirect object. Let's start solving exercises. The first question is, divide each sentence into subject and predicate and write in the space provided. The first question is, in her hands was the missing letter. Okay, so we have to identify subject and predicate. After identifying the subject and predicate, we have to write that in this particular box. Okay, so the first question is, in her hand was the missing letter. In whose hand? Her hand. So in her hand is subject and was the missing letter will be predicate. You should not take so much trouble over such a little thing. So who is the subject here? You is the subject here. You is the subject here. Okay, the rest will be predicate. Did you return the book to my sister yesterday? So what is the subject here? You is again the subject here. Okay, who is a person? You have to identify who returned the book. You have to ask a question to yourself, who returned the book? Who returned the book? You returned the book, therefore you is the subject. Okay, so such that you have to complete all these questions by yourself. Okay, I have already provided you some help from my side. Okay, let's go further. So there are 4 kinds of sentences: declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence. So you now sentences are further divided into different kinds, different types. The first one being declarative sentence, second one interrogative sentence, imperative sentence and exclamatory sentence. Let's start with declarative sentence. A sentence that states or declares a statement is called a declarative sentence. From the name it is clear, right, that the sentence should declare something. The sentence should give an statement. The sentence should say something. Sentence should declare something. Yes, this is my school. What does this sentence do? This sentence declares that this is my school. ये मेरा school है. So it declares that this is your school. Therefore, this type of sentence will be called declarative sentence. Okay, or this is also called assertive sentence. So assertive and declarative both are the same thing. We put a full stop at the end of declarative sentence or statement as. Okay, so we always put a full stop sign after declarative or assertive sentences. So let's read some examples. Rohan is a student. So we have declared that Rohan is a student. Rohan एक बच्चा है, Rohan एक विद्यार्थी है, हमने declare कर दिया. We have already declared that Rohan is a student. He is a student. We have declared that. Therefore, it is a declarative sentence. हमने बोल दिया, बस बोल दिया. Clear? So it will end with a full stop. So Rohan is a student and full stop will be a assertive or declarative sentence. I go to my school. I go to my school. मैंने बोल दिया कि मैं अपने स्कूल जाता हूँ. Therefore, I go to my school will be a declarative sentence because I have already declared that I go to my school, and it will end with a full stop. To change positive sentences into negative sentences, we add not, never, no or none. No, never, no or none. अगर आप चाहते हो, this is a positive sentence because it says हाँ, it doesn't says ना. Okay, if you want to say ना, then you have to use the words not, never, no or none. इनमें से कोई भी वर्ड आप यूज कर सकते हो. Read the following sentences. Rohan is not a student. We have declared that Rohan is a student. Now we want to declare that Rohan एक विद्यार्थी नहीं है. So what would we use? We will use not. We will use not. So Rohan is not a student. Rohan is not a student. अगर अगेन हमने बोल दिया कि बच्चा तो है ही नहीं, फिर विद्यार्थी तो है ही नहीं, हमने डिक्लेयर कर दिया, ये रहेगा डिक्लेरेटिव सेंटेंसेस. लेकिन ये नेगेटिव सेंटेंस हो जाएगा. नेगेटिव मीन्स वी सेड नो, नहीं बोला हमने. रोहन इज नॉट अ स्टूडेंट, रोहन एक विद्यार्थी नहीं है. आई नेवर गो टू स्कूल. In the previous sentence, what did I declare? I said I go to my school. I go to my school. मैं अपने स्कूल जाता हूँ. And in negative sentence, I declared that I never go to school. मैं कभी भी स्कूल नहीं जाता हूँ. Therefore, I use never to make it negative. So simply to change a positive sentence means हाँ वाले sentences को into a negative sentence means ना वाले sentences में convert करने के लिए you have to use 3 or 4 words. It can be not, never, no or none. Okay. The second part, the second type of sentence is interrogative sentence. Interrogative means have you heard the word interrogation? Right? It's been like coming again and again on all the TV channels now because of Sushant Singh Rajput's case, right? And that Riha Chakrabarti is being interrogated by CBI or whatever agency the second agency is. Okay, so interrogation means asking questions. Asking question is simply interrogation. Asking question is simply interrogation. So what can be a sentence which asks a question? So let's read these sentences. What is your name? Yes, someone is asking you what is your name. So he is asking you an interrogative question. So you have to answer it in 1 word, 2 word or sentence if you may. Okay, what is your name? What does that mean? आपका नाम क्या है? So someone asked you a question. Therefore, this sentence is interrogative sentence. Therefore, जो भी question वाला sentence होगा आपके पास, that will always be an interrogative sentence. What is your name? Is an interrogative sentence. Where do you live? आप कहाँ रहते हो? Is also an interrogative sentence. If someone asks you or you are asking someone where do you live, then you are asking or you are asking him an interrogative sentence. Okay, so what is the characteristic of interrogative sentence? Just like the characteristic of declarative sentence was, it always ends with a full stop. So interrogative sentence always ends with a question mark. Whenever you see a question mark after a sentence, then you can easily say that it is an interrogative sentence. It is asking you a question. What is your name? Where do you live? Are you a new student? क्या आप नए बच्चे हो? Have you finished your work? Have you finished your work? So such type of sentences when asked are always interrogative and they always end with question. An interrogative sentence often start with a question word. So there are some words, the starting words which we can use when asking a question. We can use what, हम पूछ सकते हैं क्या, who, कौन, when, कब, where, कहाँ, why, क्यों, whom, है ना? So these are some words that can be used in the beginning of every sentence to make them interrogative sentence. For example, are you a new student? So we have used a word are. Okay. Have you finished your work? Have you finished your work? So this is also a question. What happens in classroom? Teacher asks you, have you finished your work? क्या आपने अपना काम complete कर लिया है? Then you answer the question. So this is a question asked. Therefore, it is an interrogative sentence. Whenever a question is asked to you, it will always be in the form of interrogative sentence, and it always will end with question mark. You can see here question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay. The third type is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. Whenever someone order you something. If someone asks you, come here, go there. What are you doing here? Sorry, come here, go there. Bring me a glass of water. So these all are orders. Okay. Or someone asks you politely or requests you for something. Can you lend me a pen? Can you give me a pencil? So these all are imperative sentence where someone orders you, either orders you, requests you, command you, do not make a noise. I want pin drop silence. So what is that? That is a command. So all these things are covered in imperative sentence. So a sentence that gives an order, either the sentence gives you an order, a command, it may give you a command, advice, सलाह भी दे सकता है वो, or makes a request and it may also request you, or a wish भी कर सकता है आपको, happy birthday, hope you have a safe journey, है ना, bon voyage. Okay, so these all are imperative sentences. We put a full stop at the end of imperative sentences. So डिक्लेरेटिव सेंटेंस में भी हमने फुल स्टॉप लगाया था एंड में, imperative sentences में भी हम full stop लगाएंगे end में, but you will have an understanding just by reading the sentence that it is an imperative sentence. It is asking you something, it is giving you an advice, it is commanding you something, it is ordering you something, or it is requesting you something, or it is wishing you something. Then and then only you can say that it is an imperative sentence. So let's see some examples. Come here. So someone is ordering you to come here. If you are standing over there and I ask you come here, then what am I doing? I am giving you an order. Therefore I am asking you an imperative sentence. Please bring me a glass of water. So I am requesting you to bring a glass of water. This is also an imperative sentence. Do not make a noise. I give you a command. Suppose I am teaching in the class and someone is making a noise or someone is talking. I might say that do not make a noise. So what is that? That is a command given by your teacher. So this will come under imperative sentence. Have your medicine and take rest. So if doctor comes and says please have your medicines and take care of yourself, then that is an advice. That is an advice. This will also come under imperative sentence. If you are going to somewhere, to some journey, and someone says you hope you have a safe journey, then he is wishing you something, or he wishes you happy Deepavali, happy Eid. Then what is he doing? He is wishing you. Therefore those sentences will always come under imperative sentence. So whenever a sentence gives you an order or request you or give you a command or advice or wish you, then and then only you can say that it is an imperative sentence. Whenever a sentence states something, says that Rohan is a student, he is a student, this is an animal, I am a human, then that isn't declarative sentence because you have declared something. Yes, this is my property. This is also a declarative sentence. Interrogative sentence means you are asking someone's a question. Okay, imperative sentence means you are someone, or you are asking someone for an order, request, command, advice, or wish. And the last part is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence means surprising sentences. Surprising, strong feeling, strong emotions are attached to such sentences. Okay, a sentence that expresses some strong or sudden feeling or emotion is called an exclamatory sentence. So we put a mark of exclamation in the end of an exclamatory sentence. So what is a characteristic of exclamatory sentence? We always put an exclamation mark. This mark is called can you see my cursor? Yes, this mark is called exclamation mark, and whenever an exclamatory sentence is put forward, then you have to put this mark at the end of that sentence. For example, wow, what a beautiful scenery. Wow, you are giving your full emotion to that sentence. You are surprised. Wow, what a beautiful scenery. Therefore we have used these exclamatory sentences here. I mean exclamation mark here. How hot the day is. Alas, how hot the day is. You are feeling hot, very hot, and you are expressing your emotions कि you are feeling very hot. आपको गर्मी लग रही है बहुत ज़्यादा, and you are expressing कि हाँ मुझे गर्मी लग रही है. Then you will use how hot the day is, right? Then the exclamation mark will come. What a beautiful girl she is. If some girl sees another beautiful girl, what does she says? What a beautiful girl she is. So she expresses her emotion towards that the another girl and says what a beautiful girl she is, right? So with this your chapter is over. You need to practice these exercises by yourself. Okay, these are easy exercises. I hope you will complete this on time, and we will wait for these exercises to come from your end. Okay, please send these exercises to Pradeep sir's WhatsApp number as soon as possible. So with this your chapter is over, and thank you.